Good evening. I want to show you the easiest way to make a beautiful Valentine's card, and my motivation for this is really just to tell people, our neighbors, the people around us, so many people have been isolated, that they are loved. And so this is not a Valentine's card to show people that I'm in love with you, but just to show people that they are loved and cared for. So I'm going to use two basic colors, the green and the red, and I've got some accessories, and I'll show you how absolutely easy this is. This is a 15 centimeter length card. It's just a A4 that I cut in half, and so you just very carefully make sure you are quite precise with bending it in the right, on the angles. And I use this what do they, I don't know what they call that. I know there's a name for it, but then you bend it back, and then you've got a very neat bend in there. Okay, now I can use my accessories. I've got this white paper that I pushed through a die cut. So I've got this beautiful lacy die cut paper. So I'm just designing my card now, and then I've got a lovely green flowery piece of paper. These pieces of paper I cut 5 centimeters in the width, so that it is, and 14 centimeters in the length, because this is 15 centimeters, so that you've got a little bit of a border. And so I just want to show you the difference between the two colors. So this is this would be your green card, and then you can put your heart there. This heart I made with alcohol ink. I bought the already cut out hearts, and I've just put some double-sided tape there, over there. And then the words, "You are loved." I think we can put it here in the bottom. And then I've got some little trinkets. It's just some hearts that I cut out with a punch. And I think to put it almost on the side here, like 3 buttons, or I could put it so that it moves your eye towards, if I put my heart a little bit higher, so that it moves your eye towards what you've written there, "You are loved." So you can see that really looks nice. Now the stunning thing is, if I use the same elements and I use a red cardboard, and I carefully bring the sides together and bend it over with my tool. And this makes a bit of a ridge in it, so if you fold it over, then it looks neater. It just looks a little bit neater. Now look at the difference. When I put my lacy bit there, I still use the green, my green paper, and I'm going to make sure that there's a little bit of a border, so some of the background paper shows, and then put my heart there, put the words there, and then I can play around a little bit. Got a lovely punch that also punches out butterflies, so you can do hearts or butterflies. I just think this is super cool. I would like to probably put one there, then one closer to the words. Okay, now to glue it on, I'm going to start with my lacy bit. Double-sided tape does not work as nice, so I'm just going to use an ordinary liquid glue, and I'm going to be quite careful with how much I put on. Just a few, but make sure that you touch the sides around these little lacy bits, and there in the dots in the middle. You probably can't see very nicely now because I'm working on white on white. So let me do it like this. And so you'll be going right around. You can even use your finger and just put it on. I'm going to be using the red card, so I'm not too worried for missing a bit of glue on my green one. So now I put my red. Now I have to be careful because you want your lines nice and straight, and you just push it down. If this glue, sometimes it makes a bit of an effect where it makes the paper a bit crinkly. It will correct later as it dries. So there you go. Voila. Now this type of paper, because it's quite a thinner piece of paper, I've used double-sided tape. I just want to be careful now that the glue doesn't stick to the card at the back. So I've used double-sided tape, and it's quite tricky to get it off. What I've noticed is if I give it a bit of a rub to make sure the stickiness sticks to the paper, and if you cut it at an angle, I don't know if you can see it from there. I'm going to put it on this piece of paper so you can see. So if you cut it at an angle, then you can pull it off easier. And just get that little corner. And then pull it off. It's really, honestly, the trickiest part about the whole card is getting the double-sided tape off easier. If anybody has a suggestion on how to get it off easier, then please put it in the comments below. Okay, so now make sure that your picture is right side up. If it has some, you know, like this, you can see the stems and the flowers. It's got some direction. Now the trick is again to put it very, you know, you want to form nice even borders. I'm going to pull it down a bit, push it a bit to the side before you stick it. So lift your sticky bit up a little bit before you put it down. I'd go for that. And it is a handmade card, so if it's not perfect, it's also okay. So this gives you a very nice immediate effect almost. Because I've done my planning before, and this is standing up a bit, I can just push it down as the glue is drying very nicely. I know now, okay, I want my heart in the middle. I like to overlap borders. I kind of don't like to color into the lines. So I like to overlap borders. So this is my words. I just want to make sure there's none of my dog's hairs on there. Which there is. I'll just cut it off. Make sure. And then just peel that off, and just also very carefully. This I just printed with my machine, so it's not with my own printer, so it's not a perfect thing. And again, if it's not exactly perfect, it's not like the person's going to say, you don't love me because you put the thing a little bit skew. So I'm going to, this double-sided tape is a little bit, I think they call it the spongy tape, so it stands up a little bit more because I want my heart to stand out a little bit. So I'm going to just put it there. And now I have decided that I want to put my little hearts. You don't have to. The secret for me about composing the card is about balance. So you want to have a quiet piece and a busy piece. So although the lace, it's a busy piece, there is some quiet because it flows together with the whole card, with the border, and this is your busy piece. And that's why I've got some beautiful die cut butterflies and things like that, but that would be too much. That would be causing too much busyness. Even this butterfly would be too big for this card. If you would put that alone in a card instead of the heart, it would definitely work. So now I'm just going to put some glue where I want my hearts. I'm going to put one there, and one here. So this will just draw my eye towards the words and then upwards again towards the heart and the lacy bit. Voila, there you go. One beautiful heart. And as you could see when I used the green with the exact same elements, it looked completely different. So you can use the same design on different background colors and create different effects. Thank you very much.